This is Nick Danger. I walk again by night.
Get a car.
Carefully synchronizing my words to the beat of the music, I walked out into the world one night, having a new radio show that was being broadcast to at least half the United States of America, or at least those people that had outfitted their caves with XM satellite radios could get us. What the heck were we going to do on this show? That was my big problem. The first thing I figured I needed was an announcer. You see, you can't really be an American radio hero without an announcer, so I went looking for one. Let's just look in the dictionary of announcers under Yeast. Yeast, oh, he's a famous guy.
He's not working either.
Dwight Yeast. Wait a minute, Al. Your segment comes up in a minute.
Listen to him time to that music. He learned that from me.
This is Dwight.
Every announcer knows how to time his voice perfectly to the nuances of the thematic matter.
Well, nuances is something we don't deal with very often in my world.
It's a Canadian word.
Dwight, what do you think we ought to be doing? I
It's
mean, we
clouds.
gotta serialize a Nick Danger episode over thousands of these satellite radio shows.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you think we ought to be doing?
I think you ought to get a sponsor.
Oh, my God.
Because for announcers, you really need a sponsor.
You mean you gotta get paid?
Well, that would help,
Oh,
yes,
my gosh.
yes. And then there's a certain narrative line, but it's difficult to get into the narrative line, you know, where I say, Nick Danger, he walks again. You said that.
Oh, okay, well,
Are
why
you
don't...
suggesting that
let's
perhaps you don't
audition
really
you.
need an announcer?
No, I'm saying before I actually write a check to you, let's kind of audition how
All
you're
right,
doing. Now, see,
all
the
right.
next scene I had envisioned with
Okay.
this was I would go to my traditional enemy, Al Bradshaw, down at the police
Is
station.
this
So
how they write
why-
these things,
oh,
sitting around a
It's
table
just
like
fascinating,
this?
isn't it?
It is amazing, and they just
really is.
record them live like this, and then
Wait a minute.
sell them to those suckers
No,
out there.
they
Not only have I got an announcer, suddenly I had a bunch of
I
adenoidal
was
writers.
told
Yeah.
that,
Hey,
you know,
hey,
that-
excuse me,
What?
are you
Hello?
guys Jewish?
Canadian.
No, Buddhists. We're
Oh, Buddhists. Okay, because we don't want any
That's
more
our
Jewish
religious-
writers on this show. They're
We're-
too dangerous.
We're transvestites, we're Buddhists, and we're
great.
Canadians.
Okay, great.
Not
Well, could you...
necessarily in that order.
Dwight here needs a line to actually lead him into
All
the
right,
scene
just a
where
second.
I go to Al Bradshaw's police station or whatever the heck we call it.
Announcers, you understand, don't write. They simply
No.
read the copy
It was
It was
exquisitely
the
as it's
worst
given
of
to them.
times. It was the best of
It
Dwight,
was-
are we going to have to pay these
the
Buddhists?
world had ended and started over
again.
Best of
Okay,
times
just
after
give me that line.
This was the best of times. This was the New York... No, I'm sorry. Could you give me that copy again?
Listen to this, reverb. Are we going to have to pay for this reverb? Keep it going, Bob.
This was the best of times. This
Was the New York.
was the New York. No, well, don't
I like that.
confuse
That's
me.
good. Keep
You like
it.
that?
Yeah.
Want me to keep
The
it?
writers aren't supposed to talk. We have to pay you $300
Okay,
if you
sorry.
talk.
This was the best of times. This was the New York Times.
This guy's great.
Do I win?
Well, yeah.
Am I hired?
Get to the police station.
Oh,
Your check's in the mail.
excellent. Nick walks down the dark and
Footsteps, please.
rainy street. Rain, please.
Oh, yeah,
Rain. There
I'll
you
do
go.
it.
Thunder, please. Thank you. He has never walked into the police station before.
For good reason, too.
Up till this moment, Al Bradshaw has always walked into Nick Danger's office.
Yeah.
But now, Nick walks into Al's.
Yeah, I walked right past the guys in the anthrax suits. You see, they can't see out of those things, so they didn't even know I was there. I decided to knock on the door, but there wasn't a door exactly, so I guess I'd knock on the table. Hey, Al, are you in there?
Yeah, I'm in there. Come on in.
Hey.
Hey, how do you like this tent I'm wearing?
Oh, it's great. I
You
thought...
like this burqa, huh?
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
you
you
fit
know.
right in with those, should I say the word terrorists?
No, you're not allowed to say the word terrorist in here and knock
Wait a
your
minute.
head off.
Irishmen have to get paid. If you're going to say those lines, we're going to have to pay
But
another
I'm in this
$300.
scene. My name's all Bloodwurst, you silly fool.
Oh.
Look, I've got my beer salami here to prove that I'm a true old Bloodwurst.
Well,
Hey,
that's great.
Hey, this is my scene.
So
all right?
what do you think, Al?
Secondaries.
Yes, sir. Right,
can
boss.
wait.
He's right.
I carry the thematic line
Right.
through this
You
scene.
tell
And
him,
that
boss.
thematic line would be...
that they're dropping me into Kabul this evening. Yeah. They need somebody tough on the ground, see? And that's why they got me in this female body bag they call a burqa. See?
That'll be episode number 2 next month.